I started at 7. It took me 26 minutes to get the show going. And I'll tell you why. I started at 7, and then Rogan came out. And I was like, okay, I'll take him for a hike really quick. I had to reboot my router anyway. Hey, Karen. Hey, Nick. Hey, Richard. Debbie. Hey, Caliana. Hey. I was just thinking about you. I hope everything is okay with you. Yeah. Debbie, Richard, Amira, Nick, Amy Nelson, Matthew T. Hill says I was blocked. Matthew 3 and 7. Patrick says, congrats on the Tesla. Bye. Great buy. Nick says, Trovo. Amira says, hey, Nay. Hey, Amira. So I'm so sick of watching the fucking crypto explode. I'm fucking hopping on, man. Why not? I tell my mom all the time, I was like, Mom, I got all this money. I don't know what to do with it all. Why not throw some of it into the crypto? And if it's doing so good, and I'll put an amount in that if it disappears, no big deal. Okay, I lost a couple of dollars. For me, no big deal. But if it explodes, why not be on it? And if it explodes, why not do something nice for all of you guys? And that's what I was thinking. So I'm going to tell you what my grand scheme, my grand master plan is, okay? I want to buy a big, giant piece of land. And I want to let y'all come out and populate it. Not a cult, but a place where you can go when you don't have water or electricity or food anymore. I was thinking, a sustainable community that is just completely self-sufficient. Because I'm always sitting here going, I feel sorry for my audience because I know none of them can afford to get out of the holes that most of them are in. I know some of you guys are doing good, but not everybody. And I sit here and I watch my money build up and build up and build up. And yeah, I've thought about sending money to this person or that person, but why not create something that helps everybody? And I've been thinking about this for a few weeks, actually. I mentioned it, but I didn't tell you guys what it was. But that's what I've been thinking about. And I'm like, if I get in on this crypto shit and the Tesla stock and it explodes and I become a multimillionaire, I'll take that money, I'll buy that land, and I'll let you guys populate it so you guys got a place to fucking survive. My audience, my followers, my wonderful, amazing audience members. I know, right, Amira? Right? Keep that quiet. Let's keep that quiet. You and I still have to talk. But, well, thank you. Sometimes people come in here and call me an asshole and say that I don't care about people or that whatever. I'm really not. I'm a good guy. I want to help people. And I think this would be a good way if that takes off. Now, I was watching the fucking Bitcoin this morning. It's like over 45,000. I got it on my phone. I got that Robinhood app. It's over there. And I started watching the crypto this morning because I tried to get on a few days ago, and it was like, oh, it's going to take 4 or 5 days for you to transfer the money from your bank. I'm like, well, fuck you. I'm like, I don't want to wait 4 or 5 days. I wanted it now. So fuck you. I'm not going to do it. So then I just let it sit. And then today I saw an old show from John Oliver. And it's last week tonight, and he was covering crypto. And I'd seen the show before, and I was just not really paying attention. Well, today, I paid attention to every word he fucking said. And one of the things he said that got me was he's like, it's blockchain. It's not really hackable. It's on a whole bunch of computers, not just one. And I was like, well, I'd heard that Bitcoin had been hacked once before. But after hearing John Oliver say that it's on all these computers and it's really safe, it's a lot safer than what people think it is, I was like, okay, how much money could I lose and not take a hit? So I came up with the number, and I said, that's how much I'm going to drop. So I grabbed it, and I started working, and as it turns out, Robinhood won't let you access your money immediately. It takes 4 or 5 days for the bank transfer. But they'll loan you a percentage of what you're putting in to make your first trade. So I was actually able to buy some Tesla this morning. I went for Tesla first, and I said Bitcoin will be next because I didn't see the Bitcoin on the list. I had to scroll down a little bit further, and then I found it. I was like, But I saw the Tesla, so I jumped on that. I don't have any thoughts on any cryptocurrency. Don't ask me, Daniel, please do not ask me for cryptocurrency advice. I have none. Okay? I'm starting today. Daniel, you would be a complete idiot to find someone like me who started trading today and then to start asking them questions about cryptocurrency. Okay, Daniel, it doesn't say a lot about you, bro. You're not considering the source here, bro. I'm a noob. Okay, Daniel? Don't ask me questions because I don't know what I'm doing. All right, I'll be looking for people who know what they're fucking doing. But I'm not going to be giving you advice because I don't even know what to do myself. You're asking the wrong guy. Hey, man, you might as well be asking me about what the best form of feminine protection is for odor. I don't know, man. I've never had that issue before. You're asking the wrong dude. You're saying dog or dodge. Dodge, Amir, just so we're clear. I wasn't aware of that. Oh, yeah, Daniel, today's my first day, bro. I tell my audience everything. You guys know everything. I share everything. I could have done an investment in Bitcoin and not told anybody and just kept it quiet and never even talked about it on the show ever. And that's not keeping it real with my audience because I've always put Bitcoin and the stock market down. I said you can lose it all. And for those of you that put a lot of money in, and if you lose that money, you're fucked, you shouldn't do that. Someone like me, I could put in a pretty fair amount of money, and even if it's gone tomorrow, poof, oh well, I'm still fine. I'm more than fine. But if that crypto takes off and I'm in, then I'm not crying anymore and watching it go from since I've been monitoring it for 2 weeks, from 33,000 to fucking 47,000, dude. I could have had $10,000 that I would have already made by now. $10,000. Can you believe that shit? But don't get me wrong, guys. I can't afford a Bitcoin. So I didn't go that high. So no, I wouldn't have made that much money. But yeah, I still would have made a few thousand though. It would have been nice. What's the word "the" on the screen? Maybe I missed something. The garden. The den. It's locked here. Let me unlock it so I can move it down there. I used to have the garden up higher. I forgot to move the down. Oops. No, not that. The. Here we go. Here we go. The. Like the den. It's supposed to say the den. And we'll put it down there. The den. The garden. The den. I like it. It's casual. It's so casual. Cash. Why won't you be buying Bitcoin from Robinhood anymore? See, now here's someone who knows more than I know. Why won't you be buying any more Bitcoin from Robinhood anymore? You're buying a ledger. I don't know what that means. Amira says, already? Wow. Yeah, right? Right? Isn't that crazy? It's 0.006 for a share right now, but it's going to be $1 in November. Oh, you're talking about Dogecoin? All right, maybe I'll pick some of that up. You know? My problem is I got a lot of money. You know, and no idea what to do with it. So if I could turn it into more money and do something huge, I'll do it. I looked at going nonprofit with the company, and I was seriously going to do it. And I could still act like a nonprofit, and I don't have to report as a nonprofit. Reporting as a nonprofit is a cunt. So I'm not going to do it. I found out. My mom has an employee that works for them. She takes care of my father, who's got Alzheimer's. And she has started a nonprofit in Haiti. She's building schools for children there. And she claims a nonprofit here in the United States and sends desks and chairs and clothing and food and everything a school needs, you know, over every few months. They put a big shipment on a boat, you know, on one of those shipping boats, and they fill it up with stuff, and every few months they're able to ship things over to to build these schools. And my mom and I were talking. I was like, I want to turn Triage Oil into a nonprofit, and she said, you know, this woman is nonprofit, and it took her years to do it. And she told me what the journey was in order to do it, and she says, you do not want to go there. You just don't want to do it. She says, I know you're trying to do something nice, but she says you can donate your money all you want. She says you can be nonprofit without claiming nonprofit. And she says it's the taxing and the expenses and the tax breaks that you get on things. I forgot what they're called all of a sudden. She said that they look at that with a magnifying glass. They're all over her all the time. And she says it is just too much paperwork. It's too much. It's you know, you want to do something nice, and the government makes it virtually impossible. I saw something today, and it reminded me of that. You guys all need to see this because it's fucking horrifying. At the same time, it makes total sense. Let me explain it to you. Some cunt in Nevada is trying to pass legislation that will allow corporations, now stick with me here, to run their own governments. Apart from the United States federal government, apart from local governments, they want to run their own governments. They want to make their own laws. They want to have their own schools. They want to make their own communities. They want to provide the education, the transportation, everything. That's what this fucking dumb cunt wants to do. Now, I don't mind the idea of going local and getting rid of the federal government. I don't mind that. But putting it in the hands of corporations that are already manipulating the entire system in the United States? No, thank you. You know, give it to the people. But it's very, 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 very important that all of you listen to what I'm about to show you. And I know some of you guys tune out, but listen. If you're one of those dumb cunts, okay, if you're one of those fucking pussy, dumb cunt motherfuckers, okay, that leaves my show because I pull up another video and you don't necessarily like the person or whatever, don't do it. Don't fucking do it this time. You're going to fucking regret it. Because you'll hear about this in a few years, or you could have heard about it fucking today. And you could have started working against it today. So, you've been warned, okay? Now let me pull this video up, and once again, I will give you this fucking disclaimer warning you, don't disconnect from my channel just because you see me pulling up somebody else's fucking show. Don't be one of those little fucking cunts, okay? If I knew who you were, I'd fucking throat punch you right now. Yeah, that's what you fucking deserve. You know, we're going to get high, we're going to do dabs, we're going to have a lot of fun, but you guys need to fucking learn this shit. You guys need to hear what's fucking going on. They're hiding Jimmy Dore on YouTube. Nice, huh? None of his videos are popping up for me all of a sudden. Looks like they got him, man. All right, like I told you, don't be a little fucking pussy. And if I find out that you leave this goddamn show because I'm showing somebody else on here, I will fucking block you. I will block you from the show, and you can go find my shows elsewhere and not watch them live. I'm so sick of you motherfuckers that won't do this shit, that won't educate yourselves.
I don't know what if you. I don't know if this is Brave New World. I don't know if this is 1984, George Orwell. I don't know what this is exactly, but this is what's coming. You're right. So you already know we don't live in a democracy. The Princeton study proved that. Okay, the bottom 80% of Americans have absolutely zero impact on legislation. There's a new bill, a Nevada bill, would allow tech companies to create their own governments. This is from the AP, February 3rd. This is the real story.
I tell you,
Nevada bill would allow tech companies to create their own governments. Tech companies can create their own governments, just not Native Americans. Nevada bill would allow tech companies to create governments. Because who hasn't wondered what would happen if we let Stone College kids make laws? Hey, which Google grade are you in? I pledge allegiance to the gigabyte.
I can't believe they use Skype instead of Zoom.
Carson City. Planned legislation to establish new business areas in Nevada would allow technology companies to effectively form separate local governments. This is real.
Local. My bad. Not
a real thing.
Not forgetting the federal. My bad. Okay, local governments.
Planned legislation to establish new business areas in Nevada would allow technology companies to effectively form separate local governments.
Wait till you hear this. You got to keep listening. And he's going to bring on one of our favorite people.
The proposed zones would permit companies with large areas of land to form governments carrying the same authority as counties, including the ability to impose taxes, form school districts and courts, and provide government services.
Like police.
It sounds like a joke. It sounds like some kind of a joke.
Like their own police forces.
I mean, hopefully they'll build their new governments on old atomic testing sites. Hopefully. This is real. The plan would bring in new businesses at the forefront of groundbreaking technologies without the use of tax abatements or other publicly funded incentive packages that previously helped Nevada attract companies like Tesla Inc. And plus, if you ever feel like you want to just get back to normalcy, you can just drive your car to Las Vegas.
Richard Magnarelli, I get that first digit from you. Thank you, buddy. Thank
Zone
you,
requirements would include applicants owning at least 78 square miles of miles, and companies would have at least $250 million and plans to invest an additional $1 billion in their zones over 10 years. I can't think of anything else we could be doing with that money. I cannot. The zones would initially operate with the oversight of their local location counties, but would eventually take over county duties and become independent governmental bodies. We will let the machines in, and soon the machines will rule.
Hey, High Fly.
The zones would have 3-member supervisor boards with the same powers as county commissioners. The businesses would maintain significant control over board membership. Wow.
That is tasty. That stuff tastes like grapefruit.
That's from the AP. That's the real thing.
It tastes like grapefruit. It's good.
That is unbelievable. So there you go. Get ready for your dystopian future. You're not even going to have a government anymore. It's going to be a corporate board that runs. I mean, that's basically what we live in anyway. Honestly, that's basically what we live in. We live in
exactly
a country with a government
that is run by corporations, and the corporations dictate the laws by paying the government money. And it's corrupt as fuck, and that's what we already got. What this does is it gets rid of the government and it just goes straight to the corporations. Now there's no fucking filter between the people and the corporations making the laws at all. You know, the people had representatives that could at least serve as a buffer against those corporations and go, hey, you know, that's a little too much there, guys. We're not going to let you just dump oil in Lake Okeechobee. All right, so we're gonna have to draw the line on that. Yeah, at least we had that. Now, no, we're the corporation and we're the government, and now we want to drop oil in Lake Okeechobee, and fuck you, you can't fucking stop us. There's no government to stop us now. This is a really bad idea. Okay? This is way worse than what Jimmy Dore is making it out to be. And the reason why is Jimmy Dore is making out as bad as he is allowed to on the internet on his show with his limitations. Me, I can literally come on my show, which has no viewers, and call these motherfucking cunts
that is
exactly what they fucking are. They're a bunch of fucking dumb cunts.
Not a little. Why do you think we don't have health care? That's because our government isn't run for the people. It's run for the corporate.
I am Jimmy Dore's anger. And if you love this man, then you're going to love me.
Interest. That's why. Why do you think we don't have a $15 minimum wage? Okay. Why do you think there's fracking pipes underneath this country? Okay.
Round up in your Captain Crunch, right? I had to read that a few times.
I can go on. Why do you think we spend
right, Billy?
More money than the next 45 zillion countries put together on bombs? Why do we do that?
Okay, this guy's a comedian, says
so we already are. This country already is.
Yeah, he is
by
a comedian,
corporation.
and
but
so
this
am I.
Is literally going to.
But there's some
cut
serious
out
shit
the
going on.
Of an actual government.
And we talk about serious shit, and we get funny too.
Which is, I guess, more efficient actually. Because right now it's a little clumsy. You got to get your corporate guy.
You know who else was a comedian?
Got to hire the lobbyist. He gives the lobbyist a bunch.
You know who else was a comedian? George Carlin. You got problems with the fact that he was a comedian? He made more sense than anybody on the planet? Yeah, come get back with me on that. Standards. Get back with me on that.
Money. The lobbyist gives the politician a bunch of money. The politician then gives it to a news network, and then they put commercials on, and then he gets elected.
Facebook jail. No.
So that's how that all works. So they're just going to cut out.
Dude, Anthony, that's some fucking great writing right there. You're right. Dude, Anthony just said the funniest shit. He just won the internet today. Anthony just said, brings a whole new meaning to the term Facebook jail. Dude, I am taking your quote with your name, and I'm going to paste that underneath Jimmy's. Use it as a little promo. Dude, that Anthony. I'm telling you, bro. I couldn't have written that any better.
The government guy. And then they don't even have to give money to get elected to the news media. They just appoint them. This is awesome. So they're just cutting out the middleman. You don't hit no government now. It just goes right from Raytheon will be running this county in Nevada. We'll have Google running this. Tesla will be running this county.
Exxon.
And if you have a problem, you fill out a form and send it to the corporate manager. This is a real thing.
Makes my head want to explode, and y'all's heads should be exploding too.
Were you able to catch this story?
And now let me make my main point.
I always
Max
thought
Blumenthal's
that,
coming on, guys.
Corporations were people. And now we learn.
And Max makes some great points. Here's my fucking fantastic point right here. People said that 2020, once it's over, I can't wait for 2021 to get here. Things are going to get better. And what did I say? You're indoctrinated to think that a year is actually a thing. You know, things are getting worse as time progresses. It doesn't matter what we call the fucking day or the fucking year. We put a number on it or a word. It doesn't matter, okay? Things are gonna get worse, and mark my words, as soon as 2021 gets here, I'll be documenting all that bullshit for you. I told you guys that, and here we are. Here we are. It's 2021. Oh, things are going to be, I can't wait for 2020 to be gone. So we can, what, come to this bullshit? So corporations can start fucking eliminating the government and take over the goddamn planet? That's literally what they are fucking trying to do.
And their government, so.
And you know, it's like those future dystopian movies where they show some corporation, you know, that has literally created some robot race like Terminator and takes over the whole goddamn planet and murders everybody. This is how it starts. You start giving a corporation power and they make up their, you know, think of RoboCop. You know, you remember you remember a bunch of government officials being in RoboCop? Not really, right? It was like the corporations were deciding everything for everybody. Think about it. It's fucking psychotic.
That's kind of my takeaway.
I mean,
I think my takeaway is better, but I love him anyway. It's a good takeaway.
The fact that people that feel comfortable.
That's why you watch my show, because you get the best of both worlds.
Is chilling, right? Like, how far have we come, or fallen? Like, do you find this chilling?
Insanely.
Well, I do, and stupid. I mean, monumentally stupid. And it's sad that it's a Democratic governor proposing it in one of the actually one of the most heavily union.
He's right. It is stupid, but he's making a really horrible mistake in calling it stupid. It's not stupid. It's highly intelligent and calculated and evil. Trust me. I know you want to call it stupid, Max, but you're making a mistake there. And it is stupid. But you're making a mistake in putting that word on it, because that implies that it's an idea that's coming from stupid people. They're not stupid. They know how to rule the world. They figured it out. They've watched some movies, and they're like, hey, man, we could be those corporations, man. Let's see if we can buy out the fucking government. Let's become our own governments. Dude, we need to go local government. Y'all need to be local, neighborhood. Think neighbors. As far as you can see, okay? As far as you can get to on a bicycle. Think that size and start making contacts in those little bubbles. The internet thing's not really going to help you, man. You got to go local. And there are local websites like Nextdoor. And Nextdoor's a good one. And there's locals.com. And there's Craigslist with local areas, and there's all kinds of shit. You guys can find your neighbors. Will be on those websites. You know, it's like America Online, but it's kind of spread out all over the goddamn internet now. You know, everyone used to be on AOL, and you could find everybody, but now it's kind of like spread out. And, hey, you can do that. You can use the internet, while we still have it, to find these local groups of people that are within eyesight, so you guys can learn. Man, you guys have a lot to offer now. You know, you've got the knowledge. Anybody that watches this show, you've got something to bring to the table. You could have no money, no resources, no car, no people, right? And you can just show up to the table and be like, I got all the ideas. I've been watching this guy Nate's Garden, and fucking dude, I know it all. So this is what we need to do. This is what we need to talk about. This is the direction we need to go. Blah, 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 blah. It's fucking simple. Don't believe Max when he says it's stupid, okay? It's not fucking stupid. It's fucking frightening. It's intelligent. It's evil, okay? What was the name of the corporation? Name one of the companies from, you know, one of the it's like what Skynet, Telnet, Sat, Via, no, not Via, what's this one called? Skynet? Was it like Skynet? What was the Terminator? What was the name of the corporation? Hey, DD, what's up, dude? Over there on Twitch, what's up, buddy? Just highly calculated, highly intelligent, and don't let yourselves be fooled by Max Blumenthal when he says it's stupid, which it is stupid. Don't think that the people behind it are.
United States, Nevada, people flock from around the country to get unionized blue-collar jobs in Reno and Las Vegas. And
do you guys know how I just figured out the name Skynet? I looked at the two corporations that are my internet service providers, Viasat and Sky Mobile. And I thought to myself, Skynet. I knew it had a net, and it's something net, because it's a net like that traps you. And it's from the sky, like it watches you. Skynet. You know, it's the perfect name for an evil corporation. What's up, Adam? Do I smoke? No, DD, I don't smoke a useless plant. No, I smoke cannabis, bro. And I smoke a lot of it. In fact, we're about to smoke some right now. I'm about to dab this right now. I just bought that. And it tastes like grapefruit. And it's good. And it's tasty. It was done right. Had it delivered to my door yesterday on yesterday's show. You might want to watch yesterday's show. It's fucking hilarious. I thought this cute girl was going to come deliver it to me, and it turned out it was a dude. Wow, wow, wow. It's kind of a funny show. Go back and watch that yesterday's. I'm going to do a dab right now. And what I'm telling you is Skynet, they predicted this shit. What year? Okay, Google. Year of Terminator release.
In the United States of America, the Terminator came out on October 26, 1984.
How fucked up is that? It came out in 1984! How fucked up is that? Terminator came... Oh, dude, that just fucks with you, doesn't it? Not only did they predict it, but they predicted it like George Orwell did, and they just tweaked it a little bit and released it in 1984, the year that George Orwell predicted we would all be enslaved by corporate America. They released Terminator in 1984. The things you learn when you watch Trendy As Dabbers. Hey, you know what, guys? When y'all go out and you're talking to people today, I want you to take some of this stuff with you, man. If you're having conversations with people, bring that up. Say, hey, man, I was watching Nate's Garden, and he mentioned today that the movie Terminator, which depicts a corporation which has completely destroyed mankind, a computer-based, internet-based company, robotics, it was released on the date of 1984, and now Jimmy Dore is literally having a conversation with Max Blumenthal on Nate's Garden show today, which is February 15th, if I'm correct. February 15th, remember this date, guys, the morning show on February 15th. This was the day that we talked about Skynet and from Terminator, and Jimmy Dore and Max Blumenthal were just kind of kitty-bapping it around a little bit, and I was like, man, this is way more serious than they can portray it to be.
It's ridiculous that,
way more serious.
This Democratic governor is proposing what would be the wet dream of Ludwig von Mises and like the Austrian economics school. I don't even think the Austrian economics school would support this because it's kind of like government guiding these government-free autonomous zones. But the stupidity of it is, I mean, if you
there's a little
create
smell.
these towns which have to be
pleasant.
created in the desert, it's like
pleasant.
some like
I wouldn't pay money
big tech,
for it though.
Like Mark Zuckerberg plays the role of the Bundy family and takes
Cheers,
over
guys.
land.
Been in there
But
for 12 hours.
where's the water going to come from? where will the natural gas for heating come from, or maybe they'll have to ship in propane, but where will the public resources come from? It's going to come from those blue collar folk working real jobs in Las Vegas and the main cities of Nevada. Their tax dollars are basically going to pay for these towns to exist, just to bring in what apparently is the future economy of this dystopian country, which is big tech. Is ridiculous. So I don't even see how that's economically viable at all. It sounds completely non-productive. And they're going to be able to run their own school systems. I mean, that completely erodes the state's public school system, which it's like a backdoor for the privatization of public schools. It's a total Trojan horse. And it's this absolute abandonment of the social contract by a Democratic governor.
Again, the Democratic Party, it's a one-party rule, folks. We have one party.
Well, Democrats are obviously more in line with big tech.
Big tech, yeah.
And I honestly, I mean, I read the story. I kind of laughed about it, and this is the first time I'm coming back to it, so I haven't really done any research on this governor's relation.
Hey, DD from Twitch, if you want to talk about cannabis, you got to call it cannabis on here. If you call it any other word but cannabis, I'll either ignore you or I'll block you from my live stream. You have to respect cannabis on here like we do. If you want to be a guest on this live stream and you want to take part in it, your words will be blocked when you do that shit. So once again, I will let you know, please call it cannabis on my live stream. And if you have a question about it, refer to it only as cannabis. And don't use a word like weed, because the word weed literally has the meaning a useless plant. And I can prove to you that cannabis is not useless. So if you want to call cannabis weed, you're a liar. You're lying about the fact that it has uses. All right?
I forget what his name is, like Sislak or something, what his relationship is with tech, but I mean, you can see Big Tech.
Big Poe. I mean, it's a good question, and I will entertain it. But come on, man. Who do you think you're talking to here, bro? Big Poe, who do you think I am, man? I am the fucking king of dystopian movies. And I am the king of watching the folly of man destroy ourselves. Our own ignorance. I'm the king of it. Tune in more often, Big Poe. Man, Idiocracy is probably the best movie. It's probably the best movie. If you watch it with more of an observationary attitude instead of watching it for the pure comedy because it's fucking hilarious. If you watch it for the info, you're link-minded. You're like-minded. You've come to the right place then. Idiocracy explains why Donald Trump became president of the United States. We're already in idiocracy. People are thinking that's where we're headed. Oh no, we've been in it for well more than 4 years. You know, what year did Idiocracy come out? Hey Google. What year was the movie Idiocracy released? Early 90s?
The release date of Idiocracy was September 1st, 2006.
Oh my God, 2006. I thought it was early 90s. Damn. 2006. It came out late. But, hey, man, I'm talking, you know, it was when, about the time, you know, it was about, for me, you know, it was about the time, the end of the George Bush presidency, the beginning of Barack Obama's, that I really started noticing how ignorant people could be. And that I couldn't believe that we were going back into this racist mentality. That I thought the 60s and the civil rights movement had ended, and I thought we're all working towards getting out of that shit. And, of course, I lived in an extremely racist area. And all of my friends exhibited racist behavior. So I thought I just lived in a really bad area. You know, and I figured there was a lot of other cities in the United States that were growing instead of reverting. And it was during that Barack Obama 8 years presidency that I realized, I was like, we have reached the height of humanity, and now we're declining. I'm part of the fucking decline. I'm fucking part of the decline of humanity, man. You know, and I'm not talking our extinction. I'm talking about mentally. We're getting dumber. And the movie Idiocracy, it's perfect. It explains it perfectly. First 10 minutes of the fucking movie, and I've shown it to y'all. I've shown you guys, we've watched the first few minutes of Idiocracy. You know, you know that part? Y'all that watch it, y'all know what I'm talking about. And by the time Barack Obama was fucking everybody really hard and giving people a reason to really fucking hate him. And it took years for some of the rest of us to catch on, and we did, thanks to people like this. It was too late, man. And that the Barack Obama just rubbing it into people's noses, you know, clutching your religions and your guns. He said that shit, whatever that fucking comment was, and you know, clinging. The clinging, and you know, someone like Hillary Clinton calling Trump supporters a basket of deplorables, and you know what that did? It gave them license to be deplorable. And they followed her lead like ducklings, you know, behind the mama duck. There's a lot of blame out there to be thrown around for where we are today. But this right here, this is the result. This is the bleed out. You know?
Tech bending over backwards for the Democratic committee chairs in Congress to censor whatever websites they don't like. So it's obvious that's where the power center is. You know, the Republicans have always traditionally been funded by the extraction industries, mining, coal, oil, and the Democrats have, taken, ever since they, in the 80s and 90s when they really started turning their backs on labor, they were raking in the bucks from the financial industry, Goldman Sachs, and now big tech is a real source of Democratic funding. Kamala Harris, her whole career was fueled by big tech. I mean, she wouldn't exist without them and pro-Israel money. And so that's the real center of power now. And, apparently they're just going to take the mask off and say, we're not just going to, control government from behind the scenes. We are going to be the government.
The zones would have 3-member supervisory boards. What does that remind me of? Oh, yeah, that's right. The TPP, which is going to create a panel of 3 corporate lawyers that could award unlimited sums to corporations, including for loss of future expected profits, to be paid by American taxpayers. I remember that. That was when the TPP. Businesses would maintain significant control over board membership. Again, You mean what we already have? That's what I'm saying. We already have. Corporations are controlling everything, but they're just going to be doing it more out in the open. I don't think Americans will stand for this. I hope not. We'll see.
Americans
They're
stand for
standing
everything,
a lot right now. They're actually just kind of on their knees.
dude.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Americans stand for everything. Man, let me tell you something. We stood by and let these fucking cunt Republican prick motherfuckers say that the election was a fraud. And you know what? The rest of America fucking sat by and did nothing while those fucking motherfuckers went to the Capitol and tried to rip it down. You know, I didn't see a bunch of fucking Americans show up there and try to get those assholes out of there. They let those police fend for themselves. You know, and so nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's gonna do anything. You know, a bunch of fucking psychos think the election's a fraud and, you know, all for all the wrong reasons go and attack the Capitol. It's a perfect example of do nothing Americans. You know, they say that, you know, maybe they'll stand up for this, blah, blah, blah. They ain't gonna do dick, man. Nobody's gonna do anything. You know, I'm angry about it. I'm telling y'all about it. I want you to know about it. You know, but we're not gonna achieve anything. You know, are you gonna go make a video on your channels and tell people about it? Of course not. You know, because then you'll be algorithmed like me. And you know what? He's getting algorithm now too. I just noticed he didn't show up in my feed for the first time ever. And I'm like, whoa, where's the new Jimmy Dore? Oh man, that's weird. You know? You know, I understand. But no one's gonna find out. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. But hey man, now you know because you watch my channel. Now you know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, it reminds me of education privatization, where these charter schools would set up their own parallel school boards that wouldn't have public control. And the only people who would have input would be
Right on,
parents
Billy.
who won the lottery to be part of the charter school.
Bitcoin Cash
So
is
they were
rising.
basically weakening municipal
Crypto DABS,
control,
American Law.
and the public was paying for it. And they were doing what's called co-locating, where
I'm getting
basically
it
the
back,
charter
bro.
schools, they couldn't get space,
Look.
so they would actually come in and take over part of a public.
I can show you guys my Robinhood feed that shows the live. If you guys download the app, you shop for a stock. You click on it, it brings it up, and it gives you the live feed to the stock value. I can bring that up for you on my cell phone, and I can literally show you guys the live Bitcoin. And let me tell you something, dude. It's like being on a goddamn roller coaster, and you're just like, oh my god, it's crazy. It's fucking psychotic. That's why I'm purchasing some, and I'm doing it in a range where I know that if I lose all this money, I'm okay with it. But you know, people aren't losing their money, you know, and I've seen enough of it now for myself to where I'm like, yeah, I could do that, and as long as I'm not taking a risk, I'm going to do it. I just don't want anybody to put their life savings into it, because if something goes wrong, it could all go down tomorrow. You know, that COVID hit real fast, and everyone's like, well, blockchain this and whatever that. Dude, if you don't have a goddamn internet service provider anymore, you don't have access to your think about it. Think about it. Your internet service provider goes down. Verizon, AT&T, everyone. Okay. How are you going to get your Bitcoin? How are you going to get your money? Think about that shit. Some kid, 14, 15-year-old kid in Yugoslavia gets on his computer and brings down the entire fucking internet with a virus. Happens overnight. Boom. Everything connected to the internet down. How do you get your money? So, you know, I might be able to go to the bank and pull my cash out I might be able to, but I doubt it. I have a feeling there'd be people rioting outside the banks. The banks would be closed down and they wouldn't be doing anything. So when people fall for that whole Jesus philosophy of getting rid of all of your possessions, get rid of all your possessions, and just be. Just remember, man, if you got possessions like a bag of rice and a way to boil water, you know, you can eat for a very long time. And it's not an expensive investment. We talk about it on here all the time. I try to remind you guys. A few bags of rice, white, I believe it's, what do they call it? Long grain white rice. Get it in the bags and then buy these plastic bins. And you can even tape them up, put them in a dark area, a closet, a basement, store them. You might not ever need them. It's not a big investment. You spend a few $100 and you got food for a very, very, very long time. Certain kinds of rice last longer. And ramen noodles are really unhealthy. They're full of salt, man. You don't want to eat ramen noodles. It's poison. Straight fucking poison. Hey, Stooks, don't give my fucking audience survival advice if you're going to tell them to eat straight fucking poison, bro. Seriously. You know, you're watching the right channel. Keep watching. Long grain white rice, I believe it's called. It lasts the longest. I already researched this. I wanted to find out the type of food that stores the longest, that lasts the longest in storage. You know, and rice was at the very top of the list. There was, I think, one other thing that lasted longer, and I was like, yeah, well, I think I'll go with the rice. Long grain white rice, right. And you guys, you can get it in a 5-gallon bucket. I recommend you don't do 5-gallon buckets. I mean, get 1 or 2 of those just in case, but get the fucking 25 to 50-pound bags of it. Anywhere between 20, even if they have it in 100-pound, which I don't think I was able to find. But if you get it, I got some big-ass bags. And then get the plastic bins. Make an investment in your life. It's, you know, you might not ever need it. You put it in plastic bins and you type it up, then you don't have to worry about mice or rats getting to it. It'll stay fresher longer. Keep it in a dark area, a closet, a basement. You can even dig a hole in the ground, man. You know? But this is just a very simple thing everyone should consider. All right, so Nick Brown, I did the second one. So Karen McDonald, next one is Karen. Karen McDonald. Next Debbie Deb is for you, Karen. The next Debbie Deb is for you. We know it's poison, most don't. The mason jar was sealed. I have got bags of rice in the hole in storage. Important. I had rice in a mason jar for 2 years, and when I opened it up, it was infested with weevils. Huh. That's good to know, Ray. In a mason jar? How did weevils get into a mason jar, bro? That must have already been in the rice, right? Where'd you get your rice from? Sounds like you had some infected rice. Or your jar, did you not clean your jar out, bro? Like with alcohol or soap and water even? Before you put it in the mason jar? I mean, those weevils couldn't have got into a sealed mason jar. Right? That just doesn't happen. Mason jar was sealed. We know it's poison for most. Had weevil eggs in it naturally, I believe. Ray Foster. Might get those black little weevil bugs in it, says Amira. Lasts just as long, and beans, but fuck a bunch of beans. Right, beans? Pasta, though. Pasta lasts just as long. Better to have it and not need it rather than needing it and not having it, says Trendy Nick. Had to have been bad rice, says Ray Foster. Gonna try dabbing the first of the month. Kroger rice. You're right, 100%. Hey, Billy Ballantyne will tell you, weevils have protein, bro. And flavor. Add flavor to the rice. His name's Bo Weevil. Check it out. His name's Bo Weevil. Check it out. See, Billy Ballantyne knows everything you need to know about the weevils. Weevil, weevil. Weevil, weevil. Had to be infested rice. Weevil eggs come in flour, cornmeal, and rice. Weevil eggs come in flour, cornmeal, and rice. Nay, don't the beach rice to kill weevils. Protein, says Ray. Yes, bugs are protein, says Randy.
At school, and then they were backed by hedge funds, and
Yes.
so that their part of the public school would start to look really good, and the public school would be dilapidated. This guy, I forget his name, he was the head of KIPP, which is one of the biggest charter school rackets in the country, completely backed by hedge fund money. He compared co-location to Israel and Palestine. He said, our side tends to look more like Israel, and theirs looks like Palestine.
Wow.
Because when we come in, we bring all the money in. And it's not just because, and it's just like, it is an apt analogy because Israel's exploiting Palestinian labor and land, and they're exploiting public schools, they're exploiting public money. I mean, you can see the same dynamic with us, city dwellers paying hundreds of millions of dollars for some ultra-wealthy Republican hedge funder who owns a professional sports team to have an arena in the middle of the city. And like the Oklahoma City Thunder,
Cheers, Karen.
Oklahoma City, if there are any young journalists who really want to make an impact, move to Oklahoma City and cover all the corruption there because there's no media. The media has been just completely destroyed by corporations.
Peanut butter's good if you're not allergic to it.
Voice that's in favor of corporations. The whole city's controlled by.
I break out in fucking goddamn boils. Peanut butter. Just started like 2-3 years ago. I didn't know what it was. I was getting these fucking boils. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I stopped eating peanut butter and that shit almost completely went away. I think when I get a little bit of peanut in my diet at all, or maybe it's other kind of legumes or whatever, legumes, however you say that, I think I'll get a little boil here or there. But man, I would get them all over my body if I was eating peanut butter. I had just bought 4 pounds of peanut butter for storage because it does last a long time. Peanut butter lasts forever. I thought, oh yeah, I'd have that. Turns out I'm fucking allergic to it.
Aubrey McClendon, who owns Chesapeake Energy, and he got the public to pay like $400 million for a new stadium for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So
cheers.
Last year, in November, there was a giant rainstorm, and it knocked out the city's electricity, not just for like a few hours, but actually for days and days, because they hadn't retrofitted the electricity grid or repaired the electricity grid. And actually on election day, a lot of the polling places had to shut down because they couldn't power these new voting machines. That's the kind of world we're living in. And so this kind of really distills it all perfectly, where they just take the mask off and say, hey, we're going to just let the corporations openly be governments instead of just controlling the government and having us pay for them to be there.
It's stunning.
Almost over.
It's stunning. I mean, Dylan Radigan said on this show in May,
we're almost done,
that he predicted America will just, without a real revolution or an uprising, that we're most likely just going to slide into being like Brazil. And I think he's right about that. I don't know, but we'll see. Hey everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you we join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.
You just watched Jimmy Dore. You just watch Jimmy Dore. That's the lyrics behind that. All right, so I'm just gonna check the. Brittany is queen. Hi, Brittany. You quit, Brittany. You remind me of that song "Killer Queen" I was singing on yesterday's show from Queen. Hi there. Notice the changes in titles management? Now you can update all your titles or a single title individually on the same page. Update title and more. Huh. Okay. Okay. That's cool. Wow, man, there's 37 people watching? You guys are great. Thank you, man. I can't believe there's almost 40 people watching the stream right now, guys. Thank you so much. I think you might actually like the show. That is so awesome. So, I'm posting you all over Insta and headed to Patreon. Really? Is that you doing that? So some of you guys that are sharing this are really making a difference in the viewership. I really appreciate that. You guys, this show gets severely algorithmed, and I've been fighting the algorithms for years. And I haven't really been able to make much traction until recently. And I just want to say welcome to the show to all of you. We're going to talk about that dispensary. Yeah, they immediately got back to me. And there's a reason why I didn't obviously immediately talk about them, or I haven't even given you their name. If you guys notice, I didn't even give you the dispensary's name. So I sent them the message. You guys might remember if you watched yesterday's show, which all of my shows are all available. Every show that I've ever posted, unless it's been, and even if it's been deleted by YouTube, you'll be able to find it on Facebook from that same day. Just go to one of my Facebook channels and you'll find it. Or YouTube deleted certain things, you'll find it on Facebook. Go back to yesterday's show and you will see as I wrote a letter to the company, they had a thing. It popped up on the screen. It said, "What did you think of our service and everything?" And I gave you 1 star out of 5. And then I said, "Why?" And I said, this shit hurt my throat. I won't even smoke. I'm not even going to try this shit. I'm not even going to smoke this. This is straight up garbage. I'm like, it's tiny buds. If it's not tiny buds, it's stemmy, and it's untrimmed, leafy shit with no odor and no flavor. I said, yeah, whatever that's supposed to be. It's so weak. This is really weak. I can't believe, you expect people to pay money for garbage like that when I've got straight up garbage that grew up out of the ground mysteriously in my grow. And when I open this, whoa! It's strong. It's got this great fragrancy to it. It's beautiful, man. Anything that I grew this year, it's all got this. Oh, that's crazy. I don't even know what that fucking shit is, but my stuff smells way better than theirs does. And then I open up my stuff from a year ago. This is my Jack Herer from a year ago. Way terpier. It's like instantly, boom, you smell it. You're like, damn, that's lemony, bro. So I sent them a letter, right? I sent them an email. He brings up an email. And I copied and pasted what I had said. And I said, it hurt my throat. It's leafy. There's no trikes on it. I should have said that, too. There's no fucking trichomes on this bud. It's like somebody's run it. It's like somebody concentrate. Bounced it on a fucking tree. I don't care what you did. It looks like somebody took the trikes off of it. And, that's why I said there were 3 concentrates that were 5 out of 5. I'm enjoying them as we speak. I am enjoying this. But you know what? That's expected from a goddamn dispensary. Everything is supposed to be perfect. Everything is supposed to be mind-blowing. When you smoke it or you taste it, you're supposed to be impressed by it. It's supposed to be really good strains grown by really good growers, manufactured and concentrated by really good concentrators and extractors and people who know what the fuck they're doing. And then people that know how to package it correctly, of course, and market it and sell it to you. You're expecting all that because you're paying money for that. So you expect to get, right? So I told them all of that. And I said, so 1 star, but your driver was very friendly and professional. And thank you very much, I said, right? They write me back. And they say, our bad. Here is a coupon code for $15 off your next order. I just spent $300 in your shit fucking store. And $200 worth of that was garbage. I didn't even talk about the 2 concentrates I bought that have no smell and no flavor. You might as well be smoking air. Yeah, $15 off my next order. When I do business with them again, they're going to give me $15 off my next order. Oh, there ain't going to be a next order. There may have been for some more of this stuff. There may have been. And you know what? I would have known what to order. If I would have known which product to order. And that would have been cool. And that you guys should have been like, you know what? You claimed that you didn't even smoke this stuff. Return it to us. Let us see what the fuck the problem is. We're gonna quality test the stuff. Obviously, it's what you want to do. Man, if somebody contacts me and says, hey man, one of these broke in the mail. I'm like, all right, did it break in a bunch of glass pieces? There's glass all over the place? Well, no, there's a crack on the side of the jar. I'm like, okay, look, don't get any glass, but you can get all of the oil out and you can melt it in a jar and you put what you save in it. I'm like, just let me send you another one. I made a mistake. I think I've had 2 or 3 breaks. And I think I broke one of them, actually. The time to invest in that also. I've honestly made almost $7,000 this month off of crypto this month. I already had I file some tax forms for Uncle Sam. I now have a crypto card through Robinhood. Dogecoin. Everyone's saying Dogecoin, 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 Dogecoin. Isn't that funny? Greg, you've made almost $7,000 this month off of cryptocurrency. Off of which cryptocurrencies, Greg? You're going to have to give me advice because I know nothing. I'm completely stupid. The market's flooded now. Yeah, I know. Everybody's jumping in. The pool's overflowing. Go to Elon Musk's Twitter. He's going nuts about it. Oh, really? Dogecoin? How's everything going? Rebooting my server. Darius is like, it's risky. Darius is throwing up the warning flags, guys. I wonder if the dispensary you used has a store in San Diego. I don't know. I doubt it. Popping to satellite. Nay, look at KOPN before too long. Awesome company down the street from me. Darius. Replying to Darius. Darius, you must made a killing when it jumped to 8 cents. Did you catch the Jimmy Dore Valentine's show last night? No, I missed it. It's on. I think it's on YouTube though to watch. No, man, I fucking crashed. I was exhausted. I do work, son. I do work, son. I get exhausted out here. Stay out. Recorrection coming. 30,000 high on stock market. Too good to be true. Recorrection coming. If you don't throw much in, you won't make much. The market is risky itself, so yeah, it's risky. Coin Bureau on YouTube. He's a British guy who knows a bunch about the various forms of new cryptos that are out there, says Jameson Doan. Yes, I didn't sell, though I want to see Dodge over $1. Make sure to have a defensive plan. Is it much of a personal question to ask? Yeah, I'm not giving them any fucking business. You know? They gave me straight garbage. This is straight fucking unsmokable garbage. They expected money for. Look, let me show you. This, 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 all of this, probably over $200 worth of stuff. I won't even fucking smoke it. It's fucking, you know, the only thing you could do with this is take the bud and put the oil on the bud and mix it together. And then it might be, you know. It hurts your throat, though. So why do it? And there's no smell. You know, that's been in that jar for like 12 hours, more than 12 hours, actually. Ethereum. Criminalized cannabis. What now? You should look into Cardano, Polkadot, and Kusama. They're entirely new blockchains that are upcoming rivals to Ethereum. which is starting to slow in its valuation. Are you guys into Bitcoin at all? Are any of you guys that are all talking about all these other cryptocurrencies, are any of you guys on Bitcoin? Sounds like a trip to a Florida shop. Hedge against crashes. Since they decriminalized cannabis on federal level, does that mean that you can send it in the mail to somebody? Daniel, they didn't decriminalize cannabis on a federal level. What are you fucking talking about? Don't put false information on my live stream. Ethereum is getting overloaded with the number of people relying on it now, so alternatives will blow up in value in the coming months. Can you convert that stuff into some more triage? Oh yeah, all cannabis can be turned into triage oil. It was poor ass. I'd smoke it and keep complaining. The MORE Act, like a kitchen sink variety, would pressing the flower help? I pay $55 for 8. If I'm giving someone my money for the... Did it burn your nose? No, it burnt my throat. Look up hedging. It's key to understanding trade defenses. Is that for getting stocks, making money off of stocks that lose money? Come all the private California grown stuff is always so terpy. I don't know, Dave Campione, there was some terpy shit in Florida, bro. I know a girl that grows, man. I call her Wonder Woman. She grows some really terpy shit, bro. If you name them, I can do damage, but I don't really want to. Like, I guess it depends on the grower. My friend Big Dave used to grow the terpiest stuff. Everybody wanted it, bro. You know, it was Hindu Kush. I don't really want to, but just enough cloud. I get my car loan that way. 1 star by Friday. Really, Billy? Do not buy Bitcoin. Don't be risky. You want most of your money in Bitcoin. No, I want to get my cash if net our bank goes down. They did not decriminalize anything. I've never tried to buy Bitcoin. I assume I can't afford it. Nay, have you ever seen one of Vader's OG's videos? No, I don't know who that is. In his intro, he says, I learned a long time ago, if I wanted good cannabis, I'm going to have to grow it myself. Right, Jeff? I like that. It's true. Well, either that or know a good grower. And let me tell you something. I know a lot of good growers. So, you know, what about the friends of his that know him? That get the Vader stuff. Right? I thought it was the MORE Act, Daniel. Maybe someday. The only introduced a bill to decriminalize. They didn't pass it, says Billy. Thank you, Billy. Thanks for telling him what's going on. Don't get any Bitcoin. It's the oldest and most overloaded crypto, as such has the least potential. It's only ever going to increase at a very slow rate. Bitcoin? Really? Really, Jamerson? Really? Do you know, 2 weeks ago it was at, what, 33,000, right? You guys remember that? 2 weeks ago I was like, Bitcoin's at a fucking 33,000. You guys, right? Bitcoin's at like fucking 33,000. Remember that? That was like 2 weeks ago, right, Jameson? It is only ever going to increase at a very slow rate. Jameson, have you been watching the news? At all? Look where it is now, bro. About. You received my triage oil order, just checking because it brought me to error screen after ordering. Philip Palazzolo. Hedging is a defense stock plan. Buy something, keep a low sell point in case the market drops. Yeah, your order went out. I use Bitcoin. TBF, I do Coinbase. I use Bitcoin. That's what I read on the Government About More Act. Daniel, are you listening to what Billy Ballantyne is telling you? It's 10% the power. It's negative 10. It's negative 10 degrees. The power went out. Oh my God, Kellyanne. That's why you need solar, right? Oh, legal Skeagle one on the, and you need big batteries. I mean, it's just infogramming all the new ways. Bitcoin is at neutral spot. It hasn't spiked on a couple weeks, so it's a risky one, but it could jump up to over 100,000 worth of value, or it could drop. It's all about research, but I don't see Bitcoin going anywhere. So many places. You don't see Bitcoin going anywhere? You don't see Bitcoin going anywhere? Dude, I'm not a numbers guy, but Bitcoin was at 33,000 2 weeks ago. Not really a numbers guy. Not really a numbers guy. But last I checked, 48,000 was more than 33,000. I mean, last I checked. And if I had $50,000 to just drop down on a Bitcoin, and I had done it when it was at 33,000, and then today I just said, let me take all my money out now. I would have whatever that is currently, in addition to the whatever the difference at 33,000 was. What's that? I would have just made $10,000 plus in 2 weeks. Last March it was at 5,000. Greg, imagine if I had dropped $30,000 on it last March. How much money would I be worth now? So, those of you guys that are out there saying Bitcoin's not doing anything, it's stagnant, blah, blah, blah. I have no idea what the fuck Bitcoin stock you're looking at, but I think it's different than the one that I'm looking at. Maybe somebody could help me out with that info. What Bitcoin stock are they looking at, man? I mean, I'm no mathematician. I don't really know a lot about the numbers. Elon Musk is predicting that Bitcoin's going to go to 100,000 by 2022. Could you imagine if he's under predicting that? What if it goes to fucking 250,000, you know? We're going to make money. Yeah, but Jameson Doan, wouldn't it be a lower risk to invest in something like Bitcoin than these new, quick little ones that could just be pump and dumps? One computer problem and you're finished. Daniel, don't be telling us to Google shit, okay? That's one thing you need to learn right now. You don't know what you're fucking talking about. You need to Google some shit. You don't have to buy a full coin. You would be winning today, Nay, on that Bitcoin. No shit. Listen to Graham Elwood. I wonder how much he put into it. Go to over 100,000. I don't know what this person is saying. It was 8,000 a year ago. Bitcoin hasn't spiked. There are morons afoot that lost their ears on the stock market. Don't get greedy, says Chris. Damn, 50,000. That's 5 years for me. Too good to be true, says Chris. When I mean not going anywhere, I'm meaning it's never going to go away. Learn defensive. Replying to Darius, this person watched it boom a fucking week ago and must bought 1 billion last week. You blind person, fucking dipshit. Try listening. Don't buy garbage. KOPN. Oh, SKOPN is up 2,600% in a year. I'm in under $1. It's over 10. I'm only touting it because everyone should know about it. I don't push stocks into it. It's over 10. You're telling us you made $10? Is that what you're saying, Darius? It was up. They think people won't invest in it. Why would you only invest under $1 in a stock? What's the point of doing that? Download Robinhood. Dude, where do you think I'm getting this from? I don't know, dude. Is that the little dude? They got a little dude. They got a little dude. They got a little dude. That's all you need to know. Way more opportunity in this world now than be patient. No, because that's what I'm telling you. Kusama, Carano, and Zach says Trump 2024. Right on, Zach. Chris Ridgepick. You could probably bank on that. Stay away from Tesla and crypto. Says Chris Ridgepick. Someone I know of was paid $50 in Bitcoin about 10 years ago and never looked at it. Now it's worth over $35,000. That's awesome, Darius. You don't know what it means to win until you've lost, says Chris. Look at it, trust me. Darius, over $10 a share. How do I ask you a question? You don't. I hate Coinbase. You don't ask me fucking questions without the whole world knowing. I hate Coinbase. They won't allow Dogecoin yet, but they do show it missing markets. Dogecoin is untapped potential market for Dogecoin. Dogecoin yet, but they do show it missing markets. Dogecoin is untapped. Overthrow the treasury. Jameson, Naysgarden, Cardano, and Polkadot are cryptos that are going to be around long term because they're not tokens running on Ethereum protocols. They're new blockchains, says Jameson Doan. My cost is less than $1 per share, says Darius. Sorry, I talk this stuff all day, says Darius. Nate's Garden. They're in the same position Bitcoin was 4 years ago. I got you, Jameson. Yours looks different than mine. From a few minutes ago. Under the stock market, Delta Air stocks. So you're telling me if I look at these stocks, they're just going like this? They're all just going whoop, whoop. We're seeing hockey sticks. You guys are talking about hockey sticks. What apps that nay looks good? It's Robinhood. At Nay's Garden, they're set to go from values of around a few dollars to hundreds of thousands of dollars in 2 years or less. Jameson. Have you lost big money? I have millions. I learned the hard way, says Chris Rosberg. That's everybody take advice from the guy that's lost millions. Everybody take advice from that guy. If you $10 now, be worth what the returns on Bitcoin are now. It says Jameson Dunn. You've taught me to be humble when I'm in the wrong, Daniel. Coinbase is better. Okay, thanks. Two of these dicks think Bitcoin is going nowhere. One thinks cannabis has been decriminalized, and another is telling you to stay away from the richest person in the world's money ideas. Welcome to my podcast. Does list amounts of shares, and you haven't subscribed to all of fucking 19 of my broadcasting YouTube channels yet? Doesn't list amount of shares. I ended up making a quick $400 on Dogecoin when it went from 0.26 to 0.81, says Zach. Didn't want to risk holding longer. I mean, coin. Remove all your money from stocks. The market is much too high. Stay away, says Chris. I study economics. Every 7 years, there's a recorrection. It has been a long time. Yes, I keep reinvesting my earnings in each other, leaving market space and room. KOPN is different. They manufacture down the street from me in central Massachusetts. They've been in research and development for years, and last quarter just started shipping that product. It's a real growth story. What product? I made millions too. Still have millions, says Chris. Okay, Chris. Nay, don't forget, invite your closest friends with your personal Robinhood. You will get free stocks up to $500 a year. Your closest friends with your personal Robinhood. Free stocks up to $500 a year? Okay. I'll invite my closest friends. Hey, nay, attorneys, I would take any currency trading in limited quantities and only with money you don't mind losing. Only with money you don't mind losing. My friend gained 40%, then lost 30%, net 10% gain, but then the next week another loss, just saying. Hey, 420 Blaze. Chris, if you don't know what hedging is, get the fuck out. That's 101. Personal Robinhood link. Hello, nay, Heavy Padilla, what's up? Lynn Marie, Robinhood is a scheme, says Lynn Marie. Wow, I don't notice how delayed the messages are on YouTube, says Daniel. Refresh the page then. They make super OLED displays for consumer and military. They make the best chips in virtual reality and like Iron Man type displays. Okay, Darius, that's what the product is. LED technology. That's good. That's new stuff. You're right. Drop your money here. Drop your money there. Drop your money here. Hey, invest in companies that are buying land with water rights for a long-term investment. Water is the investment of the future, guys. Water. Water's going to be worth so much money. Land with water rights. That's what you want. Drinkable water. There's companies from China and Saudi Arabia right now. They're purchasing a lot of that land here in the United States and all over the world. Those would be the kind of companies you can invest in. COVID, companies that are dealing with COVID, you want to do a short-term investment and make a lot of money. These companies that are doing COVID stuff, they're going to make a lot of money real quick. Real estate, yeah, nowhere near the coast. Do not buy coastal real estate. Nothing near the coast. Mountainous, survivor type real estate. It's going to be very, very, very lucrative. Things that are up higher, people will learn that there is going to be flooding and people are going to want to get up above it. And your high elevation land will be worth a lot of money, especially if it's got water, or rivers or something like that. He's a Minecrafter. Paul Kumo. You gotta ask my opinion on it? Cuomo, you mean? He's a fucking scumbag. I mean, you know, it is what it is, bro. I don't really have much to say about things that are out there and obvious. He's a piece of shit. His decisions resulted in the deaths of a lot of people. I think he should be put on trial for their deaths. He ordered people. He ordered them into basically death camps. You know? What? What the fuck is that? Probably with a house on it so you can get income to pay the bank. The gold mine is in Minnesota right now, doing it all over for these going bankrupt, and they buy it up cheap at auction. It's sad, Lynn Marie. Yeah, when interest rates go up, the market will crash. I will wait till it crashes to buy in. Ronnie Bell. Water is gold in the future. Water. Watch your expenses and work hard. Waterman. Well, I'm interested in this, and I'm really interested in what y'all have to say about it. Some of you guys have really been looking into it, and some of you guys have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. So it's a fun conversation, and I think we can all benefit from listening to each other. So we'll talk about it more, you know. I'm interested to see. I've got that. I bought the Tesla stock already. So I think I bought it. I think I bought it. How do you find out? Let me see. 'Cause this one's coming. It says if it's coming up at the top of my list under stocks, does that mean I bought it? Let me see. Last price. No. Recent history. Here we go. Tesla market buy. Oh, it says queued. Order status queued. This order will be processed when markets open at 6:30 a.m. on Tuesday. What? Why is that? Okay, so I do not own Tesla stock right now. It's queued up and it will go. Ooh, I could cancel my order right now. I could totally cancel my order and buy something else. That's fun. Okay, there it is. Okay, there's the information. I got it. So I just clicked on that. Recent history. Messages. There's the browse. Ooh, they got Wall Street Journal right here. U.S. stock futures edge higher on President's Day holiday. Don't follow the hype of stocks. People talk things up. Buying Tesla now. Have put in... Dude, I haven't bought any stocks at all. I'm just doing it because I've got a lot of money, and these things are exploding right now, and if I'm going to do it, I might as well do it and see what it does. And if I can make a whole bunch of money and do something good with it, I've got something really good to do with a lot of money. But I'm not taking a big risk. I'm not putting all my money in it or anything, you know. Oh, I see. This is cool. Stocks, ETFs, options, crypto. I see. Bundled stocks. You want to buy a bundle? Would you like a bundle? We'll bundle it up for you. Bundling? Why not make money on your money? Take a small risk for a big reward. You can make money short term. I made over $25,000 off a $6,000 investment from Tesla. Flip to this. Hell yeah, buddy. It's addictive as hell, especially when you're making money. What app do you use, Nay? Why you bundling? Why you bundling? I'm using Robinhood. I have $0. I forage for upcycle and work at a temp service. I forage and upcycle. Nay, stay away from food. Eating food is going nowhere, pal. Nobody eats food anymore, pal, right, Bill? So you guys make sure you come back and tell me every day, and tell me how your stocks are doing and stuff, and tell me if you what you're looking at, what you're interested in, and I'll drop investments based on some of your recommendations when I do some of my own research. It's really easy to just look at one of these stocks that you guys are saying look at the stock and see what it's doing. And if it's a hockey stick, man, I like hockey sticks, bro. What can I say? I like hockey sticks. I'm looking for hockey. I like a hockey stick stocky. What? And KOPN, and talk to me next month after next earnings announcement, Darius. Good luck to you. Time and not timing best advice. Pork features. The very first one you guys were like was Dogecoin. Nay, get Dogecoin, bro. Dogecoin. You guys are all like Dogecoin, bro. And then dude was all like Polkadot, and dude said Polkadot. Nortel is Norwegian, works with Huawei and 5G, and is on good terms with China. Nortel. Been around for a long time now, and KOPN doesn't come around often. Hold Bitcoin for a year plus, you're guaranteed to make huge gains. Darius, trust me on this. Kidding about pork users. You guys, I'm planning on staying in. I'm not planning on getting in and getting out. The amount of money that I put in, I won't miss if I lose it all. I'm going to try to make the money I need to secure a piece of land that is vast and full of resources and will allow you guys, my audience, to come out to and live and survive. That's what I'm going to try to do. Ronnie, please call it cannabis, thank you, on my live stream. Weed means a useless plant, which cannabis definitely is not a useless plant. Dogecoin is not recognized as currency. I will work your farm, Nay, says Ronnie Della. All of you guys will work it. If you don't want crappy cannabis, I'll make you a sweet deal. KOPN is a long-term investment and will go up a lot in a short amount of time. I'd love to be a part of what you're doing, Nay, says Darius. Ronnie says cannabis. Yeah. Hemp is a weed, says Ronnie Della. No, hemp is not a weed. Hemp is not a weed, Ronnie. It's not useless. Hemp's got more uses than you've got right now on this live stream. Calling hemp a weed. If you're going to invest in anything for your farm, understand I told you the definition of weed or a weed is a useless plant. Hemp has... Ronnie, why don't you Google how many uses hemp has, okay, for me? Will you do that for me? If you are going to invest in anything for your farm, invest in KOPN. That's awesome, says Darius. Okay, Stephen Running, that's awesome. Okay, I stand corrected. No, I know. Hemp isn't a weed, is it? No, of course not. I mean no disrespect. Excuse me. I said, I mean no disrespect. Shut up. You. That's what I mean. Hemp is useful no matter what you call it. We'll just call it cannabis. Call it cannabis. I mean, that's the thing. Call it cannabis. Under a penny, 40,000. Oh, he spent $40,000 and made. Yeah, I heard about that guy. I think it was you that told me about him. Maybe 10 for good old cannabis. Right. Every part of the plant can be used for something. It's an amazing plant, male or female. Where's Rogie? And you're like playing Where's Waldo with my dog. Wish I could send a pic or two of our outdoor New England grow. Darius. I've got a close person to me that put $40,000 in Tesla last year, and it's worth over $800,000 now. That really happened too. Yeah, I'm not planning on dropping that kind of money on stocks. I was going to buy GameStop back when it was $4, but forgot too much gaming. Yeah, those are large investments. $40,000, $30,000. When I'm looking at investments of that size and bigger, I'm looking for land. I'm gonna buy a piece of property with water on it. You know? Jack clearly can't hear me clearly. Cleary. We could have so much fun making money together, says Darius. On the Nay Show, if we had a session every few days, that would be so cool. Yeah, man, after I spent the last fucking 7 years building this goddamn thing up by myself, you just move right in. I got you, bro. Right? You're gonna move right in, right? Trash day, even on President's Day. What's the story? What's the story? Talk about our favorite stock picks. You have to say that really happened. Let's do it. Monday stock sessions. We'll definitely talk about it. I'm curious to see where you guys are with it. I would have tossed some tips out years ago if I knew. Hope to see trendy Naysville one day. Trendy Naysville. I can pretty much guarantee you, Nick, it won't be called that. That's the first name that it will not be called. Of course, you guys know me. The name will have nothing to do with me. It will have absolutely nothing to do with me. What's the story? Promo nonprofit. You guys are funny. All right, you guys have been great. I will see you this afternoon. I'll take one more gander at how many people are watching right now. Let's see. We have got... Nice. All right, not bad. 23 people, man. Fuck yeah. 23 people watching across 30 channels. Let me see on those new YouTube channels how many people are watching. 5 are watching on one of them. And then nobody's watching on... 6 people are watching on one of the other ones. Well, there are probably 11 people. Wow. There's 11 people watching on my other YouTube channels that I added. I guess the channels that are strong, maybe get rid of the ones that nobody is watching and make sure to keep those. You know? Because I got 11 viewers on 2 of those channels. I wish you could move these around, man. Because I don't know. Okay, oh wait. I could change the title. Right? Update title. Right, this is new. Save this for podcasts. I could change that title. Huh. And then this one's got 7 people watching on it. Save this for podcasts. Save. Alright, save this for podcasts. Now, I wish I could move the channel. Edit settings, update title, edit settings. None. Okay, now can you make it so we can move the channels around in our dashboard? Please add the ability to organize the channel list on the dashboard. I would like to prioritize the channels that do better than the others. For algorithm issues. Yeah, that's good. I can have more specific advice for the crypto stuff later. I love talking about this stuff. As for me, my crypto portfolio has increased in value by about 1,200 in the last 2 weeks. That's great, Jameson. Darius, wish you could see my son Jacob. He's put a smile on your face. Very virgin. It's break in the gene that transports copper. He's the happiest person I've ever met. His smile can make you feel alone. That's awesome. Darius, right on. Just set my son there for culinary school. Is it showing us on Trovo? Yeah. NIO versus Tesla. Texas has room to grow. Okay. I have NIO2 holding since $19. Not sure when to sell it though. What do you say? Darius is asking Adam about his NIO stock. What do you think, Adam? Dude, there's people watching on a bunch of my YouTube channels now. Oh my God. They're coming from everywhere. There's barely anybody watching on Facebook. One of my Facebooks has 6 people. I just assume broadcast to the channels that are doing good, but it seems they vary, man. You know, I want to be able to keep track of that. Be cool to fucking put them in order of ordering system by order of amount of God, you could monitor the channels. You could be in the channels with the most people, man. If I had a Facebook channel that was blowing up, I could go to that Facebook channel where people are sending hearts, you know. And one more thing. They do super chats. Hearts from Facebook or Twitch type interactions that be added to the stream chat. I'm asking too much. I think so too. My dad bought under my advice and under the cost, but he sold at 50. It's going to be huge. SPCE. Tesla plans to go over 50. Yeah, it's like I want to drop like $1,000 on every single stock that you guys are recommending. Bink, 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 bink. And just watch them, you know, and just see what they all do. That'd be so fun. People will end up loving me. I spend hours a day researching, and when I get a winner, I share with my friends. I don't know your age or your need of money, but if we see a big pullback, I'll buy both. A pullback? What's a pullback? Adam, what's a pullback? Do it. KOPN first thing Tuesday. Darius is like, KOPN, KOPN. KOPN. I should write all of these down. I wonder if you could bookmark them on. If I find them on Robinhood, I could just bookmark them right now. Wouldn't that be cool? Let's see here. Okay, it says. All you gotta do is scroll down, right? And you said KOPN. Is that a crypto? Is KOPN a crypto, Darius? KOPN. Found it. Open. $10.85. Oh, man, yeah. Look, it's nice, and it's just leveled off all of a sudden, which it has never done before, bro. It's never displayed that kind of behavior. That's interesting. All right, let's go ahead and there's got to be a way to plus create new list. It's a stock. Create new list. All right, we'll call this one Garden Recommendations. Create. Okay, I've created a list called Garden Recommendations. I'm going to put every single thing that you guys are telling me to look at. All right? So we've added this one, KOPIN. It's over a year. Oh, it's a hockey stick. It's a fucking hockey stick. That's what you want to look at. Look at the year. And when you see a hockey stick, that's what you want. Boom. He's right. That's a great suggestion, bro. You guys see that? We're looking for hockey sticks. It's all we want are fucking hockey stick stocks. Too bad it doesn't let you look at the 5-year now. I looked at the 1 year. Look at the 5-year. Yeah, the 5-year. I like looking at 1 year, but it's a hockey stick. It's a total fucking hockey stick. I love it. All right. Next one we were told to look at was S. Okay, well, wait. Adam. Let's go way back. All right? You guys were offering these things like Dodge. Let's look at Dodge. DOGE. Dogecoin. Dogecoin has just dropped significantly over the last day, but let's check out the year. Oh, wow. Hockey stick. But it's just dropped. It just dropped. Look at that. So Dodge jumped, and now they pumped it, they dumped it, and now it's going back up slow, which is healthy for a stock. But now it's going down slowly. It's interesting to look at these. Then we've got let's put that one on in our recommendations of Garden Recommendations. And now we'll look at our next recommendation was from it was Jameson Doan said Kusama Carano. Let's check out Kusama. Kusama. Nothing's coming up, buddy. Kusama doesn't come up. Kusama, nothing comes up. That sucks. Let's try Carano. Carano. Nothing. Nothing comes up, buddy. All right, let's keep looking. Bitcoin. Coinbase, Dodge, Overthrow, Nace Garden, Polkadot. All right, let's check Polkadot. Polkadot. Nothing. There's no Polkadot. They're new blockchains. Okay. They're not. I can't invest on my app with them. Okay, so we've gone through all of this. Buy into 5G Hawaii stock. I would probably consider that. I wonder how that's doing. Hawaii, let's check that out. HAUWEI. It doesn't come up. Maybe you spelled Hawaii wrong, or maybe it's not on the American stock market. Okay. BNGO. BNGO. Let's check that out. BNGO. Genomics. Bio-nanogenomics. Let's check it out over 1 year. Whew. Nice hockey stick, bro. That's a good one. We like that. We like it. We're going to follow that one. Put it in the garden recommendations. BNGO. 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 We shouldn't forget that name, oh. What makes money makes one investment? Tesla, especially. We've got Tesla on here, but I haven't added it to the list. I should add it to the list. Tesla, and let's put it in the garden recommendations list. There it is. What I was thinking about it. I want to put them all in the same place. KOPN's in there. Nortel is a Norwegian works with Hawaiian 5G in it. So Nortel, check Nortel. N-O-R. T-E-L. Nortel doesn't come up. Are they like NRTL or something? No. NRG Energy. God damn. If you hold Bitcoin for your blessed good America. Trust me on this. I was kidding about more features. Check out Shop. S-H-O-P? S-H-O-P. Shopify? Ooh, it's in red. That doesn't look good at all. Let's see how it is over here. It did just recently jump up 3 months, and now it's leveled off. It just leveled off. See that level off? So now it's not really doing anything. And this is over a period of 3 months. Over a period of 1 month, it's leveled off considerably. It went up, man. It jumped up, but then you lost your... It does look like it might be hopping up there at the end. It does have a little uptick. It is almost a hockey stick. That's nice. Over the long term, that looks good. Shopify? You're recommending Shopify? Let's add it to the list. Garden recommendations. All the youngins like Dodge and crypto. Dogecoin is not recognized as currency. Stocks hold a crappy long-term cannabis. Okay, how? Green, Dogecoin. Fourth death in Tesla. I gotta take my garbage down. I don't really have to take my garbage down. I don't have any garbage really today. I could fill it up though, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I could look around. NIO. That's one. NIO I should look at. NIO. From Adam. NIO. Nia. Okay. Over the 1 year. That's good. 5 year. Fantastic. Look at the 5 year on that one. That's good, Adam. We'll add that one to the list. I like to see stocks when they're really low. I like to see stocks when they're really high. I like to see when they're low. I like to see when they're high. How many mana points? 1200 last 2 weeks. That one light up. Serious question. Why do torches not want to light up after you fill them? No, it's because you're overfilling them. Too much pressure. If you fill them up just right, they will light perfectly. You're overfilling. So once you release that extra pressure, they'll start to light. Make sense? It's a great entry point. Tesla. My dad bought under Tesla. Okay. SPCE. Let's check that one out. SPCE. Virgin Galactic. Leveling off right now. That's over 1 year. It's gone up. Nice hockey stick. This has been a little bumpy. It's been a little bumpy. It'll be a little scary, but it's on. It's going up, up, up. Look at that line, man. That's fucking sick. We'll add that to the garden recommendations. All right, SPCE. Yes, this could be fun. This is fun. I love hearing what you guys have to say about this shit. I wouldn't have known any of this if I hadn't asked you guys. Stock. Actual company that makes incredible products. Look at the 3-month chart, says Darius. I've had some money sitting in my Cash App, says I can invest, but don't know if it's the same thing you guys are talking about. Check it out. Look into it, Journey Nick. And gaining visibility too. Once the Robinhood people find out about it, it's going to fly even higher. Disney is a no-brainer over time. Let you put the stock price at the time you started watching, tracking it. SPCE. Tesla superior 5G technology. You don't listen to H.A. Goodman anymore, do you? No, I haven't been listening to him the past few days. He's become so obnoxious. I had to stop. He's fallen down this massive Trump supporting rabbit hole, and I require my friends not do that. You know, I require that my friends not do that. CRBP says Darius. Medicinal cannabis on Robinhood. Okay, I recommend companies that supply Tesla. Right, we saw that one. CoinDesk for Chainlink, Ethereum interview. Excuse me, guys. $9 and buying more. Plug Valentine. Out surf on the list too. Put surf on list. It's rolled sparking. No, NIO is a good one. How far back am I? 4 minutes? I'm giving you all my good plays. There's owns SPCE. They'll take people. People take people's space without any training. It's a volatile stock, but I'm holding it. Got in under 23. SPCE. PLTR. Beautiful, bro. I'll add that to the list. It's another hockey stick, straight up. You were saying a couple others. You said surf, SURF. Wait. I want to check it first. Wow, that's a gradual incline. Whoa, dude. What it did over 5 years is weird. Huh? Look at this 1 year fucking climb, dude. That is a nice, steady 1 year. That's really nice, man. That's good. That's surf. We're going to add that to garden recommendations. That's a good, steady, long-term recommendation, bro. Those are nice to see. You said plug? P-L-U-G. You guys got to get your plug. What? Let's look at the 1 year. Whoa, dude. Look at the 1 year and then it leveled off. Huh? Look at that. That's the 1 year. It's going down, down, down right now. Plug power. Look at the fucking 5 years. Look at the 5 years. And look, it's done that before. It's spiked downwards before and then shot up. So that's a good sign. That little spike right there could very well... Here, let's look that over the... Okay, that's over 1 month. It's slightly going down. Over 1 week, it's slowly going down, and then there's a little spike. Look at that little spike going back up. But look at this. This is over the day. It basically just leveled off. Ah, it's a good time. We'll put that one in the recommendations, bro. It's nice. These are really good. You got plug-in MXWL. MXWL. These are all coming from Darius. He's really into this shit. Nothing's coming up for MXWL. There's MX. There's MXIM. There's MXL. MXI. iShares S&P Global Materials. Mexico Energy. Magnachip. Whoa, that one had a rise. Over a period of a month, 3 months, it had a hell of a fucking over 3 months. That's interesting. But they're not like these shooting stars that you guys have found. Stay away from plug and blink. Welcome to the stream, new viewers, says Trendy Nick. Plug is too expensive now. So what was that surf one? Surf was let me see, how do I get to my lists? Lists. Garden recommendations. Surf was Surface Oncology. And over the 1 year, Adam, look at it over 1 year. It's a good long-term investment. You know, 5 year. That's the 5 year. So it looks like it's almost getting back to where its start value was. The 1 month, that's it over 1 month in the green. I like that it shows you positive and negative. You know, it makes it really easy. Over a week, it went down. And over a day, it looks like it went up. Nope. Over a day, it went down too. But it shows it in the red. I love that. It makes it real easy for dumbasses like me to understand what's going on with the stock, you know? They've really improved this shit. I don't think I said that one, says Darius. Oh, maybe it was somebody else. I don't know. Why Surface Oncology stock sank today? And Adam, what's it say? Did you look at it? Surf has drugs that are coming to market soon. That's why the market is like anything else. All a matter of one opinion. It's a lot of politics. Moment. That long orange line is where it IPO'd. That IPO'd, that's what that long line means. It's inactive. So it's like inactive during that time. Nothing happens to it, doesn't go up or down. It's a breathing point. It's beautiful buy and long hold. Huh. So, oh, dude, it's showing me live in the list of stocks in the garden. It's literally showing me the live of Dogecoin. It's showing me what Dogecoin's doing live. Is it doing that with Bitcoin? I don't have Bitcoin in this list. I need to add Bitcoin to this list. Add BTC. Boom. Added. Yeah. Can you move these around? Can you sort? Sort by value, right? By price. Oh, I got you. Okay. Sort by change. Percent change done. Now we can see live Bitcoin and Dogecoin simultaneously live. That's cool. Initial public offering is an IPO. Coins trade 24 hours. Oh, so all those things stopped. I got you. When those two are alive, I got you. While they... That's cool, dude. It's like for crackheads, man. It's like Bitcoin. It's like cryptocurrency. It's like Wall Street for crackheads. It's hilarious. And then this one shows the ones that are in the positive at the top. That's cool, man. It's hella cool, man. Hella cool. I wonder if people just sit there and just stare at that shit all fucking day and just watch those numbers. It drive you fucking crazy, man. Holy shit. Anyway, speaking of crazy, I'm going to get off this goddamn crazy-ass podcast because it's crazy. And you guys are awesome for watching it. Thank you so much. You crazy gardeners, you. Look at all of you. $22 people still watching, man, and I'm fucking 2.5 hours in. All right, you guys check out my friend Ron Placone. He promotes the hell out of me. So let me promote the hell out of him to y'all. Ron Placone on YouTube. He gives you the news every day on his show with his opinion and his guests, and it's a great thing, so check him out and let him know that I sent you. Ron Placone on YouTube every day. RonPlacone.com. Ron Placone on Zoom. Ron Placone is everywhere. He's on the Jimmy Dore Show. He's everywhere. Check him out. But especially on YouTube, and subscribe to his channel and hit the bell icon so you get notified every time he goes live. And do the same thing with all the Nays Gardens. We're broadcasting to 19 Nays Garden channels on YouTube. Seek them out on YouTube, right? Follow all 19 of them. Get the 19 notifications. See if it happens. I don't know. But also click the bell icon on and select all for all 19 Nays Gardens so you get all of those notifications. And remember, YouTube sucks my dick for making us have to tell you all this bullshit. Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube. YouTube sucks my dick. YouTube sucks my dick. YouTube sucks my dick. You guys have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys for the afternoon show. Here in a few hours, I'll be back. We'll be back with more of these quality concentrates. They're fantastic. I can't wait to smoke them for you. Take care. Bye, guys. Oh, look who's stirring. Not a creature was stirring. Except for a big-eared little...